At the end of Fury, a movie about a tank squadron at the end of World War II, the crew finds out that an SS force is on the way and they'll be marching through shortly. This news gets Brad Pitt all fired up, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna kill as many of them as I possibly can. He was sent there, after all, to stop that march. But his tank is immobile, and to engage this force is certain death. He tells the rest of the crew to run to the forest. He's gonna take it from here. His crew one by one decides to stay, and that they'll all die together. It's sad because the one guy clearly doesn't want to, but everyone else signs up for it so he feels he has to. He can't let his friends down, after all. That part's pretty sad for me. Maybe he has other things outside of the war he cares about, but he stays to die with his friends. As Seneca said, his object in making a friend is to have someone to be able to die for, someone I may follow into exile, someone for whose life I may put myself up as security and pay the price as well. It wasn't an easy choice, but he made it. After preparing their ambush, they sit and they wait. There's this feeling of anxiety in the air. They all agree to stay, and they know that they're all going to die there. I often wonder if I do the same. On the one hand, you're sacrificing your life for your brothers beside you, as well for the lives of other soldiers, hoping the war ends earlier. On the other hand, you're mowing down a bunch of soldiers who already know they're defeated and are only marching because if they don't, they'll be hanged by their commanders. But humans throughout history have been laying down their lives for causes that don't make much sense. It seems to be something built deep inside of us that makes us willing to do that. There's this camaraderie where you're willing to die for that man beside you, and I really respect that. I as well would be willing to die for my friends, if needed. But I think if a war went down today, I'd be very hesitant to fight it, mostly because of my complete lack of trust in the institutions in power. I can't be remotely certain that we are the good guys. Think about the people in Vietnam who got drafted. They went to some random country and fought and died for what? Nothing, essentially. They went in there based on a lie. For me, I'm thinking that doesn't seem worth it for me to give up my life for. That's not a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I'd probably dodge that draft. It's just a crazy thing to think about, how not worth it seems to me now. I'm realistically from the first generation that really never has to worry about having to fight in some great war, and the transient nature of these power plays of nation states seems so meaningless and petty that I'd rather just live in the forest with my tribe and raise my children. Now if someone came to take that from me, I'd be willing to fight for that. But I don't think that would be a foreign nation coming after that. Sadly, I think it would be the people in charge of my own country who would cause those problems.